I wanted to go in and put auditory to this so that if it was difficult to read, that it would be presented in two different ways to be more accessible to people. This is my mental health digital media literacy. I have an introduction, assessment, purposes for utilization of social media, best social media for mental health initiatives, and conclusions. A lot of the information that I got, I just kind of read from the social work website, which is the National Association for Social Workers, NASW, and it kind of helped me to put this together. My introduction, this is a picture of myself, obviously. My future goals for social work are mostly pertaining to leadership, organizational work, advocacy, and policy and training writing. I would like I would also like to write books, social media content, and do motivational speaking engagements. Social media content and behind the scenes efforts to support mental health initiatives heavily reliant upon the knowledge and output of digital literacy. I kind of just made that all messy. Social media content and behind the scenes efforts to support mental health initiatives heavily rely upon the knowledge and output of digital literacy. Personal initiatives to put forth best practices involves engagement through networking, being authentic, and staying passionate about the work one does. At the beginning, I did this and I got an 80%. So I went back and changed the answers to see if it would change anything. And I got the 60 because I did it on two different, uh, digital devices. Therefore, I was able to get this second one done. It says that I took this assessment twice, and the first score came out as an 82. And because I forgot to screenshot the results, I retook it and tried to change the answers to get the perfect score. But thus, the outcome. The social media assessment utilized the Facebook platform specifically. The Facebook assessment was challenging for me to navigate because it utilized a desktop version of the Facebook platform, which is kind of run on a Windows type programming system. And I utilize an Apple phone, an Apple iPad, and a Google Chromebook. I also have a Dell laptop and a Microsoft Surface. So each program is completely different from one another and it works totally different. So this was set up to be more of a desktop computer, which I do not have a desktop computer that I use. My boyfriend has one, but I don't use his. The Facebook assessment was challenging for me to navigate because it utilized a desktop version, as I just said. Sorry. I utilize Facebook almost every day to connect with others, catch up on news and local events, and to share my thoughts about my everyday life with people I love the most. Therefore, the purpose of social media utilization is advocacy, education and knowledge, networking with other professionals, coping skills and strategy, telehealth services, and connecting with peers. With having been diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety depression issues, I utilize social media content to learn more about myself and the ways to strategize different obstacles and struggles that come with ADHD. As a future social worker in the field of mental health, I will utilize social media content to constantly evolve with the times, network, and make connections with other professionals and representatives, and to provide additional outlets for advocacy and support of the well being of the clients. The best social media for mental health, which I went through and had to find all these different things. Social media content, the listed social media platforms, software programs, and creative design applications are the current social media brands that I currently utilize daily to create social media content for different reasons, both professional and personal. One of the things that I wanted to share on here, I did not, I should have. It's dbt.com, I do believe, or dialectual behavioral therapy.com. And this provides asynchronous training where you can go back and forth and work through the modules and learn about the different, there's four different pieces to the DBT process, and I've done, it might be 6. But anyways, I know the first one is mindfulness and finding wise mind, which you're either balanced to be overly logical or overly social or socially emotionally. Um, so like you might be more charged emotionally. So the goal of mindfulness is to bring you to the present and to provide that balance in between. I really wanted to share that, but for this, I was trying to stick with social media outlets and platforms because I thought that was more of the guidance and direction of the material. LinkedIn, I use my own um, pages here to show. I have it as The Girl is on Fire under my title, and my last internship was at NOCAC. I have 1,840 followers because I utilize LinkedIn as a way to learn from other people. I will add a lot of people in the same areas of study that I'm interested in, or just people that I feel will help me build that ladder to success. So that's how I kind of engage with people on here. So far, I have engaged with uh, the DeKalb Foundation through Auburn, Indiana. It's kind of like the financial funding that people go to. And I got to meet with her through networking on LinkedIn. So I thought that was cool. I got to see the ins and outs of a program and how they utilize it. If I could have, I would have jumped on board as a volunteer for that program. Then I ended up getting my NOCAC internship through connecting here and learning about it on LinkedIn. And I made that internship. I went and interviewed with her and I got the internship, and I wasn't even planning on it. And then I got a third option because I do assignments through here often, or I'll send links out for interviews to see what comes back. And I ended up getting an offer for a second internship. So it's been very rewarding, but it's also made me reach out of my element. So for me, having anxiety and social awkwardness, this is like the ultimate professional platform for me. LinkedIn is a resourceful career networking platform where social workers in leadership and organizational roles can navigate to find other like minded professionals with same goals and initiatives, learn about different services and programs available to the local and outside communities, build knowledge about new treatments and ideas in the field of social work and mental health, learn through the professional development courses available, sometimes free, post new ideas, create and promote events, and mentor others who may still be new to the field, and so much more. LinkedIn is my absolute favorite. I geek out on this all the time. I travel down the information hole that I love. So it provides all those little quirks that I love so much. Here's some more. It kind of gives you a SEO of analysis to kind of tell you where your material is, if it's getting viewed, the analytics here. And CEO is kind of like how you get searched. It's the search engine optimization, I think is the word. It just tells you how people hone in, but it's not quite the same on LinkedIn. It's more of an analytical tool. Therefore, it just kind of shows the different things. It says over here that LinkedIn is also a social platform that allows the owner to create their own personal display of their works and successes. It also provides open job opportunities and other tools to help boost one's online presence for other professionals. Pinterest is the rabbit hole of information, and I like this one, but there's also another one that I really enjoy, and it's through the iPhone, and it's called Flipboard, and you can flip. And I think I had Flipboard on a Android phone as well. It was through Samsung, and I can't get enough of all the information. And I'm not a very big on reading, but I like to flip through. And if it looks interesting to me, I'll skim it to see what information I can find out of it. But I just love this. We used this a lot when I was a preschool teacher to get ideas for teaching and to kind of get different recipes and ideas for the different learning tools that we could use in our classrooms. So, Pinterest is a social media platform that provides a plethora of information and ideas for individuals to overindulge in within the comfort of their own home or in different public places. Pinterest utilized in the fields of social work and mental health, connection with other professionals and authors of materials through messaging, accumulation of different ideas, resources, and tools, creation of different ideas, resources, and tools, meaning you can collect the information and save it, and you can also create the information and put it out there for other people to save. Coping strategies and tools for those who have mental health conditioning for distraction techniques. So one of the therapists I had actually added me on this idea of Pinterest. She said that Pinterest was great for being able just to relax and take your mind off of things and put it into something else that's more positive. And so I was able to use this. I had a lot of stress at the time in a different living situation. This next page is going to show more. This kind of shows how your profile settings and stuff looks. This is kind of like the notifications you get through Pinterest. This is just an idea of when you're searching. This is one of my folders of information. I like to put a lot of self improvement, psychological stuff in here. I also am a big conspiracy theorist, so I have a folder for that as well. Pinterest allows the individuals to create personal profiles, search for specific information, message others, save the information as pins, and give the opportunity for an individual to create their own personal information. Microsoft software and platforms are utilized for different purposes in the field of social work and mental health. Microsoft provides different programs for creating documents, presentations, business data and analytics, and also provides outlets for social networking and connecting with professionals and personal contacts. These programs now provide tools that promote team collaboration, such as email and messaging tools, video conferencing, calendars with reminders, and other helpful tools and resources for organization. Many professionals utilize these tools in their social work practices and for their professional online presence. Therefore, I decided that to best display what Microsoft has, I would uh, put it into my app finder and see what apps they have and just screenshot them. So that's what the purpose of these are. It shows all the different programs that Microsoft provides. They have a Copilot now, which is their AI software. I haven't used AI. I'm not really a fan of AI because I feel like that's going to take away from learning something very valuable. Here's some other things. I love how it just kind of threw this Microsoft Solitaire collection in because, growing up, that was the first thing that I remember when we learned Microsoft Office. See, when I was younger in school, it was all about Microsoft program and following Microsoft's software. And when we learned how to type on computers, we used Microsoft Process. I think it was a processor or word processing. It was something different at the time. However, that's how we learned then. But now I notice that schools give out Chromebooks and are more affiliated with Google programs. So I find that interesting how it's kind of changed and evolved over time to different things. These are the lists of different programs and platforms that are offered by Microsoft Company to help support and elevate businesses and organizations. Google, as I just talked about, offers a variety of programs that connect individuals to one another on a professional and personal level. Like Microsoft, it allows individuals connect on both a professional and personal level. Many schools have replaced Microsoft programs for Google Chromebook, which provides Google applications. Many companies and organizations utilize Google for interpersonal communication. The best thing about Google is the collaboration component with the Google Suite, which this is also a component that is found to be on the Microsoft. I prefer to use Google because I have a Google Chromebook currently, and I can get on my kids' stuff because they utilize Google Chromebook as well, and we can all share family things. Um, the other day, we utilized Google in a classroom when we were making a project for executive leadership practice. And the group that I had, we used our text back and forth, and we're on the document all together, editing it and making it the way that we wanted it to be. I had aligned the document and set the format for it. Then I created a table and they filled in all the information from our discussion board post to make a great presentation, great paper. These are the programs and platforms available to advance and elevate businesses, corporations, and the school systems. I also want to say that I do like Google Classroom and the training style that you can organize your stuff there for people, and I've created a professional training built upon those. Apple is a software company that is competitive with Microsoft and Google, but also provides different online programs and applications that provide professional resources and tools to better the accessibility to digital resources. The iPad is used in many different organizations within the social work field because it is compact and easy to carry. Apple seems to be exceptional in their efforts to provide accessibility for all types of disabilities and learning styles. Many organizations utilize the iPads for Apple Translate application. This allows social workers to reach more individuals within the community. A lot of times, Apple will give out iPads to like children who might be disabled to help them with like autism, uh, visual. Their tools are more accessible, in my opinion. They have a lot of these in Head Start programs. I think that they fund them somehow and are be able to get easy access to them in the classroom with it being federally funded. I know that I took a lot of this information just from personal. I know a lot of teachers have iPads in their classrooms, or sometimes they have the iBoards, which are Apple created. What I like about the iPad is that it's just easy and efficient to carry. A lot of times, the workers that I've worked with, therapists, uh, different social workers, etc., case managers, they all have iPads for you to sign the information, and they can just email it to you easy, and it's nice. I didn't want an iPad. I didn't want Apple products for the longest time. And then I ended up having an opportunity to get one, and now I probably couldn't change because I'm just so used to the layout and formats. What I like is that my daughter loves to use my telephone, and with my iPad, I can give her the iPad and she can FaceTime the people that she wants to talk to. So that's a plus, and I don't have to give up my phone. These are a list of the programs platforms available through the Apple company, which are utilized in different organizations, businesses, and schools. FaceTime, Freeform. I like Freeform. It's a newer app. It's kind of like a vision board or a planning board where you can kind of collect information and put it where you want it. And it's kind of like a good way to keep notes and extra information. Apple Health is another one of those apps that I enjoy, which doesn't really pertain to what we're talking about, but it does keep me in line and shows me like what I can do to better myself. Then we have YouTube. Right now, I have stepped outside of the TikTok world. I was a TikToker. I made TikTok videos. I've kind of changed because my daughter asked to have a YouTube channel, so we have started trying to create one. Therefore, these are taken from my own personal channel. I didn't use my daughter's. One of my favorite TED Talks right here is Temple Grandin, so I thought I would utilize how this information can be so um, important. for different reasons for professionals in the social work field. YouTube is a social media platform. It is a great place to accumulate information, education, and resources for the professional field of social work and mental health. This platform can be more ideal for those who have different needs for their learning because the content is video, which utilizes auditory and visual. One of the best YouTube channels or educating individuals for educating individuals is TED Talk. Specifically, the episode that would benefit parents of children who are diagnosed with autism. It features Temple Grandin. It is an explanation about how children with autism learn differently. If you haven't seen it, she also has a biography, documentary, mockumentary. No, not a mockumentary. It's more of a dramatic documentary where somebody else portrays her, a biopic, and it stars Claire Danes. It's just amazing. Here's some other places that I go, like the NASW, and it shows how their channel shows on here, the different information that you can utilize. It shows the video component to creating videos and where you can save your subscriptions for different things. YouTube provides different materials created from different resources and entities. There is a section where you can subscribe and comment on the videos created by others, a video creator option to post video shorts, and a place to store created content for the individual. We're almost done, I swear. This is Facebook. I'm not a fan of using Facebook as a professional tool. The only thing I can think of that would be helpful with having a Facebook for professional reasons would be to really gather awareness and advocacy for different things. Facebook is a platform which is questionable in the area of ethical principles and standards in the areas of confidentiality and security, but it is a way to reach a larger population of individuals. It is not an ideal way for connecting with individuals for the purpose of consultation, but in the field of work desired, it is ideal for advertisement, sharing of social events and charities, peer-to-peer support groups, inquiry of resources and tools, advocacy for policies, raising awareness, and sharing educational information and resources. Clients and their information should never be shared or discussed on a social media platform through posts, messaging, or comments. That I have seen utilized. One of the rules for when I worked at Rest Care with individuals in the group home is we couldn't share anything unless the patient had passed away. And I had a lot of pictures of different clients because I became close to them. And you work with them for 6 years. You were allowed to have pictures, you just weren't allowed to like share them and their information, that kind of thing. We put on a funeral type thing for a friend or for one of the clients, and I used some of the pictures that I had to do the invitations for family and friends as a memorial service for her. It was very beautiful. This just shows the different areas that are utilized in Facebook, such as your friends area. You have your different groups that you can join. There is different ways you can pull out the information through feeds, marketplace. You can buy things. Uh, this just shows different groups, I do believe, and areas where you can follow just to uh, accumulate information that might be important to you and a positive somebody. This is my cousin's uh, Facebook page for her nonprofit organization that she has started. They work alongside police officers and they provide positive packs for children to learn coping skills in school. Facebook provides different groups created by individuals for different reasons, including mental health support, option to network with friends and businesses, and provides opportunities for the collections of different resources and information. Canva is more of a tool and resource to help draw attention to social media content. The media content that one creates can be utilized and made specifically for different social media platforms Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, website creation and platforms, school platforms, and discussion boards. The best utilization of Canva and the social work practice for mental health is for education of others and promoting events and policies for advocacy. So here's the different views that you have and the different things that you can create. Just a little sample of what they offer. These are saved projects that I've made. Um, it's helpful to have tools like this so that you can catch eyes. If you want awareness to really be bold and out there, bright, brilliant, educational, then you need to make it appealing and fun for people. Canva provides individuals with the tools to create different materials and resources to draw attention. The site provides templates for the creation of different formats of materials, provides A1 options to make a more pulled together cohesive piece, and provides storage for the files one creates. And Canva also provides a website builder and allows for the individual to publish it online. I wanted to throw this in here because I utilize this tool a lot when I'm doing a lot of my pieces for work. Also, like when I want to understand things at a little bit of a different level. This is the National Association of Social Workers. The NASW website is a resource for social workers to utilize as guidance in the different aspects of the field. The site provides a plethora of information about current events, policies, events, advocacy, and other important information pertaining to the field of social work. NASW is the Association for the Social Work Profession. It provides different types of information for those in or thinking about the profession of social work. The website includes advocacy tools and resources, events, educational information, guidelines, and ethical ethics for practice, up-to-date news and press releases, membership opportunities, social work discussion boards. NAMI is another one of my favorites, National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI is a nonprofit organization that is focused specifically on the different aspects of mental health. It is so informative, and there's so many different components to the site. NAMI supports efforts that provide crisis information assistance or intervention assistance, advocacy actions, information about policies and updates on the progress of change, education about mental health conditions, and different resources for the treatments. It creates partnerships with businesses and organizations to promote mental health and wellness in the work environment, provides public policy reports, statistics about mental health for the US and each state. Some of the businesses and partnerships are with large companies such as Google and Kohl's, which makes me feel better about like using things that are made by Google because it supports a cause that I am passionate about. Creating opportunities in the community for educational support and support groups, research, and data analysis. The information presented has been a glimpse of the tools and resources that are currently used in the field of social work, and the explanations given were about how each program platform is used to benefit the social work profession. These social media efforts are highly effective in that they provide faster way to document different alternatives for communicating with other professionals and clients, a larger variety of information tools and available resources, direct links for advocacy, making it faster and less time consuming, a 24/7 accessibility to different forms of preventatives and crisis intervention, and so much more. What must be better constructed in the realm of social media access is accessibility for individuals, which includes different types of disabilities. If there is a provided accessibility, if there is provided accessibility, it is limited and not easily found within the provided sites. It should be mandatory that all social media content be a universal design. It would help break the stigma for individuals with disability and help normalize a world where all pieces fit nicely to create a cohesive, more kinder world to live in. And my conclusions: all social media content can be helpful, but it is important to be educated on the many variables that come with the utilization of social media platforms and networking, such as the concepts of confidentiality, security, privacy, misuse of, and it's most important to know which social media content is accurate and factual versus just taking online materials at face value. It is important to fact check and be up to date in all areas of social work practice so that information is most relevant and supportive for the client. Professional information that is transferred is correct and reliable, and it is important to ensure advocacy and awareness efforts are professional and well researched. Just these are just a few examples of the inclusion of appropriate ethical principles utilized to ensure the accuracy of information. Thank you for your attention. And now that I've seen all the many little errors, I might have to go back and fix them now. Thank you for watching.